afternoon, everyone from Taipei. It's Thursday, June 1st, and you're watching CPX On Air, COMPUTEX 2023. I'm Gladys Lee. It's so nice to see everyone here, and this year is the first in-person COMPUTEX since the pandemic, renowned for its cutting-edge expertise in areas such as foundry, PCB, and satellite positioning. Taiwan aims to leverage this year's trade show to enhance the global presence and, of course, foster stronger international collaborations. And today on CPX On Air, we are focusing on startups, blockchains, and the 5G AI topics to give you the latest tech knowledge and news from COMPUTEX 2023. This year, Innovex joined hands with over 400 startup teams and from 22 countries to showcase their diversity creativities. And we have 8 countries participating to have their pavilions, such as Belgium, Brazil, France, Italy, Japan, Israel, and the Netherlands and Poland organized national pavilions. And of course, we have the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development led startup teams from Greece, Romania, and Egypt joining us. The exhibition covers 5G and IoT, AI and data, smart devices, and other fields that you are interested in. So today on the show, we are very honored to have 2 guests joining us to talk about the European tech development and the latest tech news with us. So first of all, let me introduce our first guest, Michel Wouter van de Oudewiet. Correct?
Thank you very much, Gladys.
Okay, so
Perfect.
He's the founder and CEO of IoT Consulting Partners Group, and his partner, teammate, we are going to introduce you Mr. Bernie Fuller. He's the Managing Director of Blockchain Verify Sweden AB.
Thank you.
Welcome, gentlemen, to our show.
Thank you for having us, Gladys.
Yes, so first of all, we are interested to understand the IoT Consulting Partners Group, what's the main purpose, and what makes you stand out to be here to share with you your company.
Well, thank you. So for IoT Consulting Partners, we focus on developing and realizing IoT equipment. And the main purpose is that when you have an IoT idea, that we assist in realizing that, but in parallel also look at the compliance industry. So start compliance in the beginning, that a compliance product will be ASAP on the market, efficient as possible. That is where we focus on.
All right, and Bernie, can you explain how blockchain verification works and how it makes the difference?
Yeah, absolutely. During the certification process, when you put radio equipment on the market, so you do a lot of testing. So to make the product compliant, you have test reports for radio, for EMC, for safety. And there's a big issue in the industry with fake documentation. People are downloading documents that are already there, for example, from the FCC website. And then because they're PDF'd, everyone believes that they're authentic, but it's so easy to, and very simply and very quickly, to be able to modify these documents.
Right.
Even when they're password protected, if they have a digital signature or if they have an e-signature. Using the blockchain verified technology, we're able to put the QR code, attest the document to the blockchain, and then it's there, it's immutable, it can't be changed. And it proves that the document that we have is actually authentic and hasn't been changed.
Okay. When we talk about blockchain, it has to mention about cybersecurities because we believe in decentralizations and so much and so on. So what do you think in the context of IoT Consulting Partners Showcase, is there any specific cases that, Michelle, you can provide to us?
Yeah, actually you see it now. So IoT, the IoT equipment itself, if you see how much information goes over the internet and now to central service clouds.
Right.
Yeah, we all talk about Amazon, AWS, the Google clouds.
True.
This information is all centralized stock.
Right.
If we talk about decentralization, immutable, avoid for hacking, blockchain has a future and it hasn't even started yet.
Right. And Bernie, in your ideas for talking about decentralizations and people talk about the cybersecurities, do you think it could be a problem, or actually how do you solve it and how do you convince people that actually this is already on the trend?
Yeah, I mean, actually it's very difficult because there's a lot of negative propaganda towards blockchain, which isn't really aimed at blockchain, it's aimed at cryptocurrencies. Right. And there's a lot of misunderstanding out there. What we're doing is blockchain technology, it's not cryptocurrencies. So that's really a challenge that we have to overcome.
And do you seek any opportunities on COMPUTEX 2023 this year?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been talking, I mean, there's some really, really cool products out here, really innovative, and it's really fun to be here to see that. We've been talking to people that are looking at sustainability, autonomous vehicles, and there's lots of people that are interested in, you know, everyone has documents, and everyone needs to have their documents protected. So there's a lot of interest in what we're doing.
Do you have anything to add on, Michelle?
I think, actually, Bernie's absolutely right. We are so depending on digital documents these days. And everyone believes PDF, Word, but especially the PDFs, we cannot change that. But look on site, password removers, e-signing from Adobe, it's not the solution.
Right.
So this is going to be the solution, for sure. Authenticity, you can trust.
Right. So how do you see the future for blockchain verification in the IoT landscape?
It's going to be there. It's what I just actually mentioned. We are too depending on centralization.
Yeah.
And you see now here at the Innovex, you see it at the COMPUTEX, so many cloud solutions beside Amazon and Google.
Yeah.
You already see the world is looking, hey, we need to get away from
It's
that.
evolving or actually providing tech solutions there,
yes,
right?
for sure.
Do you see any mind-blowing solutions so far on the show?
Apart from the blockchain verified?
Yeah.
Yeah. I walked around and I had a virtual reality glass on, and that's the first time, I mean, I've seen it advertised, but I've never actually worn one. So going around and actually being able to walk around this projected picture and an engine being expanded, that was really cool.
And how about you, Michelle?
Well, we have
do you actually have time to walk around the show?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. So before, I would walk around the COMPUTEX and say, hey, here I am. But actually with the technology we have right now, there are so many people that from Japan, from Philippines, Malaysia.
That's what I mean,
they were visiting us and said, hey, explain more. And Bernie and I were yesterday evening, what we all do is drink a beer, and we were talking like, wow, we have so much interest. And that is also exactly what Bernie said. When we talk about blockchain, people think about crypto. No, crypto is something else. We talk about blockchain technology.
Right.
It's coming. It's for sure coming.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because COMPUTEX serves as a platform that people trying to seek new tech trends or learning new technologies or the knowledge. That's why the newest things gets the more attention. That's how you feel so far, I guess.
And that is absolutely right. And on the other side of our booth, the Dutch Pavilion, we have a company, Amber, and they are making these local cloud solutions. So you see it is changing. No, very good. A lot of new surprises, new tech is coming up from Taiwan.
So exciting.
That's why we are in Taiwan.
It is. So do you see any chances for you to seek more Chinese or let's say Asian clients from the near future?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Did you say more than Taiwan or Taiwan?
Or Asian clients?
Yeah, at the moment, you know, Blockchain Verified's been set up and running successfully since early last year, and most of the customers we have are from Taiwan, but we're taking this global. We've been presenting this to TCB Council workshop in USA, to the European Commission, DG GROW, to the Radio Equipment Directive Compliance Association. You know, this is, documents are global, you know, and compliance is global. So the amount of customers that are potentially out there, the amount of organizations that can benefit from this technology, it's insane, to be honest with you.
And what I would like to add is that Japan, very looking at the old systems and say, hey, we have document security, and that is a big step to come with a new technology to our Japanese neighbors. And they were actually the first one from a Japanese certification body that said, hey, we are going to use your technology. We trust this. And yeah, it's absolutely going very well.
Yeah, you mentioned a very good example as Japan is more known as more conservative
Yeah.
culture, country-wise, and everything. So yeah, I believe so. Let's come back a little. What makes you start with this path for blockchain documents and everything? Some stories to
Yeah.
share, maybe.
Okay, so I'm from the testing, inspection, certification industry. I was working for a notified body and a TCB, so the European certification bodies. And there are a lot of documents where the market is depending on them. Yeah.
see, okay.
If I have a wireless equipment and I put it on the market, it needs to comply to regulations. In Taiwan, we have the NCC and the BSMI. So we are depending on those reports and certificates. And now even if you have NCC or American reports, it is so easy to update them. And we were looking at them and said, hey, but the market is depending on them.
Okay.
And there is where the solution actually came, that the idea we had, this should be better protected. We need to
see,
have
right.
this authenticity check. There is where it came from.
And Bernie, what makes you join the team?
What made me join the team? Yeah,
Or
that's it.
get yourself indulged in the industry.
Yeah, in the industry, well, what made me join the team was because of the fact that this is such a great solution. I see the need for it. I have an interest in blockchain technology. My whole life, working life, which isn't that long, actually it's quite a while, but my working life has been also the same as Michelle. It's been in the test, inspection and certification industry. This is my background. This is the industry that we know, the industry that we can help to start with. We have good contacts within the regulatory bodies, the governments. So it makes it easy for us to be able to go and promote this and to get people interested. And actually, people are interested because it's such a good solution.
That's interesting, because it's not always not easy to develop something new, but then you are trying to convince or actually trying to echo, I would say, their need.
Yeah. You know, Gladys, if we have a document and I want to check it and I need to contact someone and it takes me 3 hours or 4 hours to check, is this one real? Is it not real?
Doesn't
And now
make-
there's a solution, and within 2 seconds we know if it's real or it's not real.
Right.
Hey, we are all working on efficiency. We want to be efficient. Well, why spend 4 hours on authentication check where we can do it in 2 seconds?
Totally agree.
Yes.
Time saving. Time is the
Absolutely.
most precious things. Totally agree.
Indeed.
Indeed. Thank you so much for the interview today. Thank you for joining us. And speaking of the Dutch Pavilion, we actually already have the interview there earlier this day. We are very curious on the startups and other tech trends from the European countries. So now, how about let's go to the Dutch Pavilion together. So we have the host Lisa on site. So Lisa, can you hear us? Yes. So Lisa is on site. You'll have the floor.
Thank you, Gladys. Welcome back to our live show. I'm your host today, Lisa. And beside all the amazing interviews and insight sharing, now I'm currently at the Netherlands Pavilion, the Orange Accelerator. We have picked one of the team. They want to share with us their insights and their interesting projects. And let's welcome Will.
Hi.
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 Hello, Will.
Hi.
I heard your team and project name is TWD.
Yeah.
Does it have any special meanings?
I think the first meaning will be the Taiwan dollar. Yeah, definitely not, but it's some coincidence we have this name. So TWD stands for Temporary Working Design. That means we design all the temporary need machine when they do the offshore wind engineering and installation.
Can you share with us more about your project? What is
Yeah.
the project doing, and any goals or achievement that you want to achieve this year?
Okay, sure. I can show some picture. So this is our Taiwan teams right now. And we have about 14 people in Taiwan, and a lot of them actually Taiwanese. So we try to slowly grow in Taiwan and hire more local engineer and designer. This is one of our most important goal for this year. And for now, we join a lot of different projects. You can see a lot of them actually from Taiwan. Like this one and this one are from Taiwan, and this two is from Taiwan, and some other place like this one is from Japan, and like this all 6 projects actually relate to Taiwan. Yeah, so for this year, another thing is that we want to support more clients local in Taiwan and also Asia-wise. Yeah.
And how does you cooperate with the Netherlands?
Okay. I think working with the Netherlands office Taipei is really important to us because this is for us. We just set up this new company, new team here in Taipei. Maybe I say new office more suitable, and working with office Taipei, Netherlands office Taipei, we can know more about these markets and get more connection. So also we can get in touch with more clients via them.
Have you worked for a long time, many years, or with the?
Oh, you mean here in Taipei? So actually, we just set up our office since 2021. So it's about 2 years since then. So for us, it's quite new. And for this year, because COVID is not so like a barrier for the foreigner, so we start more and more cooperate this year. Yeah.
Is your first time here at COMPUTEX?
Actually, not. Before I joined this company, I also joined many times of COMPUTEX, also Innovex. Yeah.
Okay. Do you seeking other opportunities or other chance in other markets, or focusing on Taipei and?
Yeah, indeed. We think that for Taipei is quite important for us. For whole Taiwan market is quite important for us. But we also see Japan and Korea is also very important to us. So we think there's a lot of opportunity in Taiwan, in Asia-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more question. Can you explain the key technologies of your projects with us?
Okay. I think because we are a design firm, a consulting firm, so actually there's a key of the design. I mean, because every time when we face those engineering challenge, we need to have some good solution. So, like here, there's a video show how we deal with the challenge and uncertain problem. So for this kind of uncertain problem, we can come out of all different kind of solution. So like here, our colleagues try to figure out what's the best solution of this kind of challenge. So we have a process to figure out what's the best case for our client.
Thank you, Will, for your wonderful introduction. I hope you have a wonderful journey in the COMPUTEX.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
now we're handing our time to the Gladys to talk about more.
Hello from Italy, ITA booth, and I'm Gladys. Thank you, Lisa. And now we are here at Taipei Nangang Exhibition Hall 2 for Innovex, because here we can see so many startups from different countries. According to some figures, there are more than 22 countries this year participating in COMPUTEX 2023. I'm so honored to be here at Italian Trade Agency booth. And actually we have the chance to interview the director of ITA. So good morning, hi.
Good morning, Gladys.
Mr. Enrico Condemi. So can you introduce for us how many startups this year to participate in COMPUTEX 2023 and which areas they are focusing on?
Okay, so this year is the first participation of Italy at the Innovex exhibition.
Right.
We're bringing 5 startups, which are here.
The company names are here, right?
The company names are here, and they cover different sectors. We have FinTech, My Money, that develops an algorithm for biometric device-free payment.
Okay.
We have Travelverse that of course develops metaverse systems for the tourist and leisure industry.
Yes.
We have Visual Note, which is very interesting for anybody who's interested in the music and playing music, because you can learn to play guitar with a new system that's integrated with your telephone.
Yeah.
Then we have Time-Lapse Lab, which is more technical, is a surveillance system for construction sites. And finally, Boats and Go, again for the tourist and leisure industry, allows you to choose and search boat deals. If you want to rent a boat for your holidays, you have 1,000 possibilities.
Okay. that actually when it comes to Italy, people talk about food, fashion, or furniture. But as you try to explain to us, Italy is actually the second largest among Europe to manufacturing quite different areas and industry and getting involved.
We are known for our history,
Yes.
our monuments, but what it's important to stress out really is that Italy is a manufacturing country. It's the second manufacturing country in Europe after Germany. So we have a technological and industrial backbone that sometimes is overlooked.
Yes,
So it's very important to stress out that our presence here is somehow a combination of that technological backbone and the typical innovation or creativity which is generally associated with Italians in Italy.
Right.
So Italy is quite strong in robotics. Actually, it's the 14th market. I mean, this year is the 6th market for robotics in 2021.
Okay.
And is the 14th country for robotics adoption in the manufacturing system. So that means that we are pretty much in advanced manufacturing. We also build and sell robots. And we are quite represented also in the microelectronic industry, not as much as Taiwan, which is a superpower.
Yes.
But let's say in the European context, we are the first country in terms of number of companies, and we host some pretty good companies like ST Microelectronics, which happens to be Italian and French. We have Taiwanese investments like Global Wafers. We have Technoprobe, which is an Italian company that has a huge market share in a specific type of process in the semiconductor production.
Yeah.
Infineon, Micron. So there's a number of companies that trust Italy and they choose Italy to develop their products.
Yes. So we're curious about the ITA mission. Are you trying to help or trying to cultivate different startups or companies, or even try to have the linkage with some universities to collaborate those new technology ideas?
Well, basically, as you say, you mentioned, you touched upon all different aspects of our activity because we, let's say, institutionally, we support Italian companies that want to expand abroad. We also attract foreign investments to Italy.
Okay.
And we work both for larger enterprises, but just like Taiwan, Italy has a lot of small and medium enterprises, among which you also find startups.
Okay.
So let's say we are quite flexible in terms of types of activity. We try to support cooperation between investors and startups, or cooperation between universities and startups, or incubators, accelerators. So it is pretty wide-ranging activity, and we try to tailor it on the startup or the company in other fields that we have, that we're facing, that we're trying to help.
Yeah. So since we're in COMPUTEX and Innovex booth, so from your understanding, what are these startups trying to seek their chances to be connected to Taiwan? Are they particularly want to work with some industry or companies even?
I'd say that they have, it's interesting because I expected startups to be looking only for capital, but actually is a much more complex type of relationship that they're trying to develop with Taiwanese companies, because sometimes they're looking for some technological solutions. They have a solution, but it needs some hardware, or it needs further development. And of course, Taiwan has a incredible industrial and technological muscle for this kind of stuff. So I would say that it's not a question of strictly looking for investment. Actually, probably that's not the highest priority. It's more about cross-fertilization between the two industries and looking for something, bringing something fresh for Taiwanese companies and looking for their support and their expertise in developing, from the industrial and technological side.
Right. So among these 5 startups, is there any specific companies or some technician parts that you would love to share to the audience?
All of them are quite interesting. I would suggest just I don't want to make preferences, but
spend some time to check the booth, right?
Yeah, we
try
could
to
check
talk
the
to
booth
them.
and see what they have to offer. Yes,
Okay.
I'll leave it up to you.
Right. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Director. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So right now we are in Italy booth and we have more to explore. So follow me and we'll go share with you more. So right now we're here at European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and here we have George with us representing the booth. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So as far as I know, you are from Romania.
Yes.
How was your flight so far?
A little bit long, but we get used to it because we are traveling a lot lately.
Okay.
From Romania to United States, from Romania to Asia, and we are exploring the world, let's say like this. So
Yes.
we get used to it at some point of time.
Right, and it's good to see you at COMPUTEX 2023. And of course, here we are at the Innovex area where we concentrate on startups and different service from different countries.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have a great opportunity to be here in order
Yeah.
to promote us and to discover how we can make business in a way that will help us and will help the society in the end.
And as we mentioned before, this is European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and you are representing Easy Sales. So what's your connection in between, and why you start to working with EBRD?
We started last year and we participated to a contest of them and we win, and because of that they help us to promote our services and to be a global company, because that's our purpose of any startup usually.
Right, right. So what's the main focus and business from Celsius?
The man?
The main purpose?
The main purpose of our business? Oh, it's to help merchants to sell their products much easier all over the world in order to provide the products anywhere. If I'm be a client and I will want to buy something, I must find those goods anywhere in the world, no matter if I'm traveling in the States or here or
Right.
European Union. So basically we have this platform, cloud platform, that have pre-built integrations
Okay.
with different other platforms like Amazon or Shopify, like ERP software like SAP or Microsoft Dynamics. We also integrate delivery companies like DHL or UPS. So in order to give you the tool that make for you very simple to sell your products all over the place.
Because it sounds like a one-stop solution
It is
for
one-stop
the sellers.
solution.
Like Easy Sales is an e-commerce platform. The
It's-
SaaS. You have your own SaaS, right?
We are having our own SaaS, and yes, it's a one-stop shop for any merchants that want to first address the European and the United States markets, because it's the biggest. They are the biggest one, and we are started from there. We are a startup, and
Yeah.
EBRD help us in this way, and it have everything is needed for them. We also have Chinese language in our platform.
Okay.
Because we already have some Chinese sellers that sell
Right.
it through our platform in the United
Okay.
States and Europe. So it's a SaaS that helps
Right.
merchants to sell much faster, much easier their goods. Our merchants basically saved in average 7 employees after they started working with our platform, and we study their results after 1 year, and we increased their sales with 400% in value and in the number
That's
of orders
impressive.
after they started working with us.
Yeah, so as we understand, e-commerce can be a very competitive area right now. So what makes you stand out and actually win the prize or win the customer from your side?
First of all, we offer very high quality services. We
Okay.
start our subscription start at $29,
Okay.
and it's very easy. It's no-code platform. Basically, you put your credentials in our platform, and in 30 minutes or less, you can start working with it, and you can see the benefits. Our subscriptions are based on the number of the orders, and if you increase the number of the orders, because it's our intent to help the sellers to sell more,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of doing business. And in that moment, we also increase the subscription plans from $99 or $159 and so on, depends on how high are the number of the orders.
Right.
So it's very simple. It can be used by anyone. Is no needed any technical knowledge, and it's the best way and cheapest way, fastest way to start
Yeah.
selling it abroad.
Is there any statistic from how many clients for you right now from
We
the past year?
have more than 700 clients, and in the last year, I don't know, we had 180 clients, and now we have 700, and we are
That's a
expanding
huge
more and more.
growth, right.
Yes, and we are looking forward in order to grow more. Also, we found very interesting the Asian market, and we are thinking also about, for example, for the local ones to integrate Momo or Shopee in order to provide more opportunities, even for the sellers from here to start selling and using our platform.
I assume that's why you want to participate in COMPUTEX.
Yes, we have other second reason, because we developed a second model of our product in order to have a B2B platform where the seller can buy products from the factories or from the bigger distributors in order to resell it in the markets where they already operate. So here, because it's you have a lot of high technology and good products, I found many opportunities in order to promote their products like a buyer for our sellers in order to buy the products from here directly.
So far, how do you see the chances or opportunities from COMPUTEX?
We had a lot of opportunities. We met people from Mexico, we met people from India, we met people from everywhere. We also had some interesting discussion with some investors. So for us, it was a great opportunity to be here, and I hope that we will have the chance to come even the next year.
That's great. Thank you, George, so much.
Thank you very much also.
It really feels so great to be at COMPUTEX 2023 in person after a pandemic. You can feel all the energies from startups and companies and enterprises, and of course, all the visitors. Thank you for staying tuned on CPX On Air. I'm Gladys Lee. Our next show will be at 4. So remember to subscribe and stay tuned on COMPUTEX Taipei YouTube and Facebook. We'll see you soon.